In the silent expanse of war, the smell of gunpowder and burning earth bears silent witness to the never-ending battle. Among the small craters in the ravaged ground, a lone Russian soldier is seen running, seeking cover, trying to escape the sight of an unseen enemy in the open terrain littered with explosion craters. However, above the dark sky, the sharp eyes of modern warfare have locked on him. A Ukrainian FPV drone, silent, agile, and deadly. But in the era of modern warfare, his every step is no longer an escape. The sky is no longer a silent witness, but a waiting one. The FPV drone, precisely controlled by the Ukrainian pilot, follows him, tracking his every move, and the soldier realizes he is being hunted. In panic, he tries the impossible, throws his weapon at the drone, hoping the small buzzing object will fall to the ground. But his efforts are futile. Modern warfare knows no mercy. The deadly machine continues its advance, seemingly unaffected by its opponent's cries of despair. The drone didn't stop. It continued its descent, closing in, carrying its deadly payload. The final seconds felt long, the soldier's body trembling with nothing but panic and futile attempts to defend himself. His eyes wildly searched for cover, but the open terrain barred every attempt. Then, in an instant, a loud bang cut everything off. The explosion shattered the silence, ending the fragile resistance, erasing one life from the long list of aggressors attempting to conquer foreign lands. And the drone returned to the skies, leaving behind only dust and debris. For Ukraine, it was just one of many successful operations, a small part of the struggle to defend its homeland. But for the Russian soldier, it was the final chapter of his life, the tragic minutes of an invader, tracked, hunted, and ended in an instant by an unmanned steel bird in modern warfare. At the same time, Kiev's generals have concentrated a big slice of the best units in the AFU to counterattack a 10-by-3-kilometer Russian salient, and Ukrainian troops say they're winning. Ukrainian infantry assault groups, backed by drones on the ground and in the air, have recovered some lost ground and taken Russian prisoners. But fierce counterattack battles involving more than a dozen of Kiev's best fighting units were still in progress in the strategically critical eastern Pokrovsk sector, news reports and unit statements said. A 10-kilometer deep, 6.2-mile deep salient carved out by hundreds of infiltrating Kremlin infantry in Ukrainian lines in and around the village Dobropilya is fully contained. A powerful combat grouping assembled in the sector by the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, is slowly but successfully mopping up villages and forests in the sector still thought to conceal enemy forces. Two veteran Ukrainian units, the 79th and 82nd Air Assault Brigades, liberated the settlements of Zoloty Kolodyaz and Petrivka over the weekend, inflicting significant losses in manpower, weapons, and military equipment, and capturing prisoners, Ukraine's Air Assault Troop Command stated. Video published along with the statement showed buildings in both villages burning fiercely following probable artillery strikes. Published map images showed that Russia's forces, since Friday, had lost about one-third of a 30-square-kilometer, 11.6-square-mile swath of territory captured by Kremlin forces earlier in the week to Ukrainian counterattacks. Other images showed Ukrainian bomber drones dropping munitions on suspected Russian positions, and first-person view FPV drones diving in to detonate after striking individual soldiers. Ukrainian assault troopers were shown using NATO standard stack tactics and tossing grenades as they cleared buildings. Later images showed corpses identified in the official Ukrainian video as former Russian Army service personnel lay in the street. 6 men wearing Russian Army uniforms were identified as recently captured prisoners of war. Content published by the 79th Brigade claimed its soldiers assaulted and cleared Zoloty Kolodyas and published images of troopers standing in front of a village building and displaying a unit banner in front of a village historical marker. A sergeant credited the 79th Brigade's 3rd Battalion for liberating the village and claimed no friendly killed or wounded in the assault. Kyiv Post geolocated the images to the 2 villages and confirmed the presence of Ukrainian air assault troops among them, but could not confirm the precise date the video was recorded. AFU statement said the combat took place on Saturday and Sunday. The independent military watch group Deep State confirmed Ukrainian capture of the villages over the weekend, as did local social media. The regional news and information platform Dobropilya Info, in a Monday report to 27,000+ subscribers, said, "The line is now solidifying around Kucherovy Yar. The enemy is holding the defense along the forest plantations and gullies between Novye Shakov and Kucherovy Yar. Our Cossacks, Ukrainian troops, are advancing through the fields, but they have not yet reached the settlements themselves." An official statement by Joint Forces Dnipro, the area headquarters in charge of the counterattack operation, generally confirmed that media report, saying in part, AFU units have achieved success in several areas. From August 4th to 17, the following settlements were cleared in the Donetsk region: Peruzka, Rubizhne, Novovodyan, Petrivka, Vesele, and Zoloty Kolodya. The AFU statement claimed Russian forces during the counterattack operation had lost 984 men killed or seriously wounded, 355 wounded and needing substantial medical treatment, and 37 men taken prisoner. Destroyed Russian equipment claimed by Kyiv in those battles includes 11 tanks, 8 lighter armored vehicles, 112 automobiles and motorcycles, 23 artillery systems, and 106 unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. By Monday afternoon, Ukrainian units had made public images of at least 12 men claimed to be Russian prisoners of war. Ukraine's 93rd Mechanized Brigade, Kholodny Yar, in Saturday video and text content, reported its assault teams had cleared and secured the villages of Gruska and Vesele. The unit's reconnaissance company reportedly used air and ground drones to comb buildings and gardens. Some Russian troops found were reportedly engaged at close range by ground drones armed with machine guns, and the assaults eliminated a significant number of enemy, the unit stated.